We have a very cozy, kind of dark stream today. We are currently getting covered in a blanket of snow that was not forecasted. And it is still snowing since when I posted in Discord this morning. And they said it was supposed to be a 15-minute period of snow. But here we are. Okay, Greek, hello. CJ Dewey, welcome. Michael, good to see you. Yet it is. Happy Friday. Cookie, hello. Hope you had a good work week. And Nightwalker, Ninth, hello, welcome. Hi, Suzanne likes cake. Amp, where did this snow come from, Amp? They can't predict nothing. Okay, so we turned off the alerts here, or we like fooled around with them because they were double alerting. You guys remember that? And now they're not playing at all. Mish, thank you for the 1 bit. I hope you're doing okay over across the pond. Flood City, thank you for the 34 months in a row, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the kitchen crew. It's great to have you. Guys, Samo is not here with us today. He is off to another job interview that he landed, let's say, yesterday on the phone. He might be like an Amazon delivery driver. So that's where he is. He left nice and early because of the unknown snow. It just makes the drivers go crazy. So it's just us. But he might be back later before we finish up. And yeah, what about this week? I had a good busy week. And yeah, good luck to him, right? I said, I don't wish people luck because I know that like he has the skills to nail the interview. But I did say have fun, right? Mish, guys, Mish sent us Stroop waffle blondies, a recipe that she discovered online. And we both said she's sick in the head, but in a good way. And that we both have to make them. Sounds so delicious. But yeah, we had a busy, or I had at least a busy week. I helped out my clients this week an extra couple hours. They need help cleaning their house. So it took me like 4.5 hours to clean their house on Wednesday before I cooked them dinner. I was like so bagged after, and I'm still a little bit sore in my legs. So a good exercise was fun to just like get the body moving again. And they were really happy with everything. They're like, thank you so much for the help. They just had a new baby, so they're a little bit in over their heads. You can't decide what to choose for the menu request, Suzanne, but tell me, do you and Sam prefer meat or fish and seafood? We prefer both. I will say our meat options are a little bit better where we're at currently. We did used to live on the coast, so that was when we ate a lot of seafood and fresh fish. If you do want to do something seafood, I will definitely do my best to try and source the best quality, but I will say it's not the best quality that we get now compared to before. It's gonna be meatballs. Yes! I love it. I think that's such a good dish to request. To me, that's like a staple that most people should know how to make. I just made it for my clients actually the other week, Suzanne, and they never had it before. So he was like asking me while I was cooking. He's like, so like, what is this? He's like, it kind of is like looking like a beef stroganoff, if you know what that is at all. And I was like, kind of similar, but like same kind of flavors, but not the same dish at all. But I thought that was a good comparison to say. And yeah, guys, I think that's it for the week updates. It went by so fast again. Hope we're all doing well. Also, stay safe out there today. It's a full moon. So watch out. Okay, let's get into cooking. We have a pretty simple menu today. Did I even update these? I actually forgot. I was a little bit scrambled. Samo was going early. I think I forgot to update the commands, so don't put them in yet. Shh, don't. Oh, and our roommate, like, randomly came home early. I guess he was getting sent to a different camp. So we had him home this week, which was actually nice to see. Yeah, ban me. I said don't do it. So you're the one that should be banned. What is this? They changed it, guys. You can, like, choose templates and stuff now? The hecky? You can't ban yourself. If only. Boris, werewolves don't exist. We'll be fine during the full moon, right? I think we'll be okay. You never know, though. Copy. Pasta it. Actually, we're making 2 things today that we've never made before. That will be yummy. Amp broke it. Well, the thing is, I outsmarted you guys and I just deleted the command before you could be bad. It's like I'm learning parenting skills while streaming. You just gotta think one step ahead. Phew. I'm around a baby now, so you know I'm learning a little bit. No, I'm just joking. Okay. Where the heck are all these delicious recipes? Mish posted so many cookie recipes, I don't even know where the lunch recipe went. But thank you, Mish, for posting those. I don't know if you guys are serious about Christmas baking, or if you have people that you know are serious, but get in our Discord. There's lots of good recipes for the holidays already. I'm getting so excited to start trying them out. I don't even know where to start, because, like, they all look good. Okay. We're there, guys. We made it. It wouldn't be a proper stream if we didn't have slight issues. Okay, there's that. Woohoo! Yeah, we don't change diapers here. That's the true thing. I'm like a nanny, but I don't do that part of it. I just clean and cook. So easy. Okay. Thai basil beef bowls with rice. So both of the dishes that we're making today have rice. So I thought that would be smart to kind of pair them together. Also beef and shrimp, so a little bit of surf and turf going on. I think it's going to be perfect for this Friday. Oh no, you pulled the button back? I always wonder what people can actually do on the other side of the internet with my stream. What kind of cheese is best for luring bears? Camembert, aka come on bear. That's a not bad joke. I mean, not the best you've ever done, but it is very creative. So I will give you this. Thank you very much. Okay, let's look over our recipes. Thai basil beef bowls. I've never made this, but I believe I've eaten it before. Whether I was in Thailand, I honestly can't confirm anymore. It's been so long. Like over 10 years, which is crazy. So Thai basil beef, or pad gra prao, as it's known there, is an easy, delicious dish of stir-fried beef and Thai basil. So the reason that we're doing this Thai basil dish today, let's just move this GoPro over to the Arrow Garden, is because the Arrow Garden is popping from the herbs that we tried out in there. Boom, look at how nice it looks. And I keep having to trim the Thai basil, like it's seriously going nuts. So I'm trying to keep it more bushy than having it bolt. So that's why we're doing that today, which is awesome that we're able to grow it, because sometimes it's really hard to find Thai basil in the store here. But yeah, we've come full circle now. So now that I've grown the herbs, we're using them on stream. Awesome. Can't complain. Hi, Frank. Welcome in. It's been a while. I hope you're good. So just pretty simple, like stir-fried beef and some Thai basil. You make a nice like brown sauce with some soy sauce, oyster sauce, flavors like that to get it all coated. And then they say just to serve it over rice. They say perfect 15-minute meal. I guess if you have your beef already like sliced up, pre-sliced, yeah, for sure it could go quick. What the heck, Mish? It's November 15th. You still have chilies in the greenhouse? What was one thing that I heard about last month here? Last month in our province in October was the calmest like wind month on record. Our average wind speed for October was like 8 kilometers an hour or something. Crazy. But yeah, like this is our first snowfall. And for November 15th, that's a little bit weird because we should be like usually covered in snow on Halloween. Whoa. The weather's just being wild. Okay, so what kind of ingredients are in the basil beef bowls? Let's do a little listeroo for prepping while we're here. It looks so cozy outside. Except the only thing is I probably won't be able to see the full moon if it stays like this. You're not ready for winter? I actually really enjoy it. After working up in Nunavut for a year, it kind of made me appreciate more the winter time. I don't know, the crazy storms and stuff I guess that we had up there made it not so bad when you came back down south in Canada. Okay, it looks like there's also a bit of bell pepper in here, which I like because then it'll kind of play off the colors. So you'll get a little bit of like red color and then the green. Soy sauce, oyster sauce, fish sauce, sugar. We can do some cilantro to garnish, will be really yummy too. And that's it, guys. So what we found for this today, I was actually really impressed. I used to always shop at this one store that is like local to Western Canada, Save on Foods. But their prices lately have just been terrible in their flyers. Like you don't even save money anymore. So we started shopping at Walmart. And I've been really impressed with it. Like we get access to AAA Canadian Angus beef. And so at Walmart, they do tri-tip steaks. So this is tri-tip beef, if you guys have ever had that. And then they just slice it into steaks. I've never seen that before. And this was in the discount section, which I've also never seen. But we went nice and early, so maybe that happens in the morning and then it gets picked over, right? So we saved $5 a pack on our tri-tips. They're about 800 grams each. So we're going to slice this up today for our beef dish. I thought 2 packs of this would be lots. I think we'll make these 2. And the way that it will be easier for us to get it sliced nice and thin is we're going to just pop these in the freezer for a little bit while we prep some of the other parts of today's menu. And then, yeah, this one I think I'll just vacuum seal after stream and we'll save those for something else. Because that was a lot of beef to pass up for a good price. And so when we put it in the freezer like this, we don't need it frozen solid, but getting it a lot colder is going to firm up the meat and just help you slice it thinner. If only we had the meat slicer at home, but for this small amount, I'm really not too concerned. Shove that in there somewhere. Boom. Okay, so don't let me forget about that in there. Hello, Lamar Zen. Mish, your dad was in India for 3 months and he never wanted rice again. Do Danes eat a lot of rice, though? I was gonna say, I like frickin' love rice. But I guess if it's with every meal, if we're not used to it, you could easily get sick of it. Right, yeah, you guys prefer potatoes. That's kind of us too. We only have rice every now and then. But they're also trying to market rice as something not as healthy anymore, which I find is funny. Okay, so that's our beef situation. I think we got a good grasp on that. Very, very simple. But when we go to make the rice for this, we'll probably make it a little bit early for our shrimp sushi cups because they get a bit of baking time in the oven to cook the shrimp through. And then we can just like reheat the rice in the pot for the beef if we want. Hi, Alti. How are you doing, dude? I feel like it's been a while. It also, yeah, depends on the kind of rice, right? Because there's a bunch of different kinds of rice out there. I'm not a rice expert by any means either. Can always learn more. Okay, viral crispy shrimp sushi cups. I found this recipe, I believe, from the YouTube channel called this, Coco Home. She does some cooking. She's in Australia. She does like just some chill cooking YouTube videos, sometimes with her little daughter as well. But everything she makes always looks so good. So it says, if you love fun sushi rolls but don't want to go through the trouble of making them at home, which I honestly don't like doing. I've said that a lot of times on stream. One of the things I dislike most making at home is making my own sushi and bringing it together. I'd much rather just pay somebody else to make it for me, even if it's a bit more expensive that way, and have it like made properly, right? When it comes to sushi, rolls, nigiri, sashimi, I am pretty picky about that stuff. So I'd rather have somebody make it perfect than me like really put a lot of effort in and be like, ugh, it's not even that good, and like have to force myself to eat it. But these look really good and easy, and I really liked kind of the cooked aspect, almost like a meal prep sort of item where you make them up in a muffin tin and then they're all cooked off and you can just like pop them out of the fridge whenever you need a little snack. That was my thought with these. I know, Mish, I don't have enough hours in the day to watch all of our YouTubes either, but that is one of my other favorite ones. Okay, they say they're loaded with crispy nori sheets, so I did have to check in the pantry. I thought I had some to use up, but I wasn't sure because it's been forever. Yeah, we did. So this is our roasted seaweed sheets that we'll use for those, and they just get cut into 4 squares. And then into the muffin tin. Fluffy rice, juicy chunks of spicy shrimp. And it's a take on a deconstructed sushi roll that comes together in under 30 minutes. Nice. She says, I love making these cups as a quick and easy dinner that my whole family will enjoy. And like, I'm sure you can switch out the protein if you guys wanted something else. Tip from Amp. Leftover beef from a great dish becomes great taco meat the next day. Yes. We also said that like leftover stir-fried beef is always good reheated the next day too. Whoa, fun. You just set up a 3D printer last night? You like starting up a little business or just a fun toy to have? Like, I cannot even handle how it looks outside right now, guys. Let me see if I can get my other camera on just to show you out the window right now, because it's a little bit distracting. There's a bun on the printer. I need to see this. Shut the front door. It's nuts here. It's actually nuts here right now. It wasn't even forecasted. Hello? Camera hub? No? You're gonna be a piece of poop like that? Okay, sounds good. Maybe I can plug it in and zoom in. It's so bad. This is what we'll do. We'll look out with the GoPro. Ready? What the F, camera? Sometimes it's just dumb and I just don't fool around with it. Okay, you can't even see it because it's that white. It won't even focus because it's that white outside right now. I try to get a better view. Ban him. Yeah, we're done with this. Okay, I'm scrolling down for our next recipe. What is the measure called that is smaller than a teaspoon? There's just like smaller increments of teaspoons, but I've never seen another measurement word for it. Let's do this together now, because I don't even know if that made sense what I said. So we have a tablespoon, which is the big one. And so 3 of the teaspoons fit into the big one. That's something we're taught in culinary school. And so we have 1 teaspoon, and then we have the half always, and then usually like a quarter. And then Mish was saying you can also sometimes, get an 1/8 of a teaspoon. So half and half of this one, the smallest. And then what Slam said, right, anything smaller than that, you're just measuring in grams, or try to like do the fraction math in your head and then like maybe fill this up half or a third, right? Depending on what the size is. But yeah, I've never seen any other size than that. Just looking through this shrimp recipe. It looks so good. Okay, so we need 1.5 cups of cooked rice. So I will probably cook maybe 2 cups of rice for us today. That will be a lot, but it's better to have extra than not enough, right? Leftover rice, nothing wrong with that. 3 sheets of nori. And how much does this make? Sorry. Does it say? It looks like she's going to make 12. So just 1 muffin tin. I think we should maybe try to make 2. Sometimes though, if it's a first time recipe, might be smarter to just make the smaller amount to make sure that you actually enjoy eating what you just made before you make like a double batch, right? Because what if I think I like this, but then I go to eat it later and I'm like, ugh, it's not that good, and now I have to eat like 2 dozen of them. Okay, so we'll just make the 1 muffin tin of it. And I thought that was fun too, that these just get made in there. How simple. Such easy cleanup. Dun 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 dun. Looks beautiful. In Canada, nori rhymes with sorry. Always. Okay, so first things first, what should we do? What am I feeling? We got the beef in the freezer. Let's write that down first. I'll just put freeze and then we'll slice it. Let me go grab my watch and I'll just set a timer for that beef so it doesn't get too frozen. Has anyone in chat made either of these dishes today or eaten them before? Why don't we set, let me poke this. Okay, so it's not even close to being frozen at all. I will set like a 1-hour timer, and that should give us a lot of time to work on everything else for our 2 dishes. 50 minutes. Sure, that sounds great. You posted a pick in food picks. The smallest is called a crid mat, a spice measure. So basically probably like a pinch is what we say here. I'm going to look. Oh, interesting. So you actually have a 1 milliliter measurement. What is this? Does these say? No, these just have the teaspoons. They don't have the mils on it. Another set over here from the UK, actually. So the 1/4 teaspoon measurement on this is 1.25 mils. Yellow. When it says likely spam, we don't answer that. Okay, Amps looking. According to Wiki, as a unit of culinary measure, a level dessert spoon equals 2 teaspoons. So interesting. Right? A pinch is a weird one. But everyone's pinches are different. It's true. We only eat spam here. We should have spammed them. Been like, hello, Pizza Hut? Oh, sorry. Wrong number. That's what I thought. Okay, so that's the beef. Freeze and slice it. Next one from there. Why don't we prep for our beef bowl? We'll just get everything done for that. We'll do our bell peppers. Slice those up or cut them up however we want. We'll get the garnish done as well. We need some cilantro. We'll do the sauce for the stir fry. Usually you just mix it up in a bowl and then have it ready on the side for the end of the dish when you toss it all together. There's a little bit of onion and garlic in there, which is pretty typical stir fry, like base ingredients. Sometimes you can sneak a bit of ginger in too if you're feeling crazy. And then, yeah, just our basil and cilantro I'll put. You're trying to translate the Swedish recipes into English. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I can definitely translate them on my own. Like, I can read my mother-in-law's German recipes basically no problem without her translating them for me. I don't know, it's just something that my brain is okay doing. Okay, and we don't have a wok today, friends, but we will use our big, like, cast iron brazier pot. So it's a nice wide bottom surface. And then because it's cast iron, we should be able to get it nice and hot. Get all that beef stir-fried up in there. We can leave the lid with it too, I think. Just in case. Haven't used that one in a while. A half spice measure, that's like 1/10 of a pinch. Just do your best, right? Because sometimes I'll be able to also discern what they're trying to say. Just like being a chef and having a bit more experience that way. Don't worry about it too much. We'll always figure it out together, okay? Okay, so after we get the stuff all prepped up for our Thai basil beef bowls, let's get the rice on. I said we'll do 2 cups worth because that'll probably cook out to what, like 4 cups at least. And then we need 1.5 for our shrimp. And then the other 2.5 can go with the beef bowls. The shrimp are already peeled and deveined, so we don't have to do that step like they said on the recipe. And this is what I chose. I really like Argentine shrimp or Argentinian shrimp. The texture is very meaty, almost like chicken. And I find it's not as like fishy either. I don't know, it's just a little bit different than like prawns from the Pacific. So we'll cook up some of those today. I don't think we'll use the entire bag, but that is what we will use. Depending on the size, we might have to cut them a little bit smaller. Let's see. Going to put up the printing here sounds good. That's so exciting. Okay, so we're gonna mix our shrimp with some mayo. I'm not doing the cream cheese in this. I didn't want to buy an entire brick of cream cheese just for this amount of shrimp. Maybe we can mix in some sour cream or something since it's basically as thick as that. But yeah, it's Kewpie, sriracha, soy sauce. Mix that all together. Mix it with the shrimp so the shrimp gets basically coated in a spicy mayo sauce. I just merged 2 words together. Coated, spicy, spited. Okay, once the sauce is done, pour it over. And then we have to, this is not in the recipe, but I remember she brushed sesame oil over the nori sheets before she pushed them down into the muffin tin. So we can do that. And then you just put your rice in, put your shrimp on top with the sauce, and then we bake that. Is it actually 475 people, or is it just one person that complained 475 times? Caretaker, these are some serious questions. I don't think I even know the answer to. Mish was like, is Mish gonna admit it? Okay. Nori, shrimp, and then we'll say bake. What is our baking temp and time? 400F for about 15 minutes. And then if you want the top a bit browned, she says to broil it for 2 minutes. So that is really easy. So kind of the same amount of time that the shrimp takes to bake in the oven will probably be the same time that our stir fry takes on top of the stove. Awesome. Let's get into it. So next one on the list, since the beef is in the freezer firming up, we are going to get our bell peppers, onion, and garlic all ready for the stir fry. The level of planning I do is commendable and awe-inspiring. Like for the streams, you say? Let me just refill this because it's basically empty. Start with the full glass before cooking. It's been even crazier lately. Because, like, I think I've worked with my clients now for, like, 24 weeks. So, what, almost half a year, which is crazy. And, like, every week I'm planning 3 different things to make for stream, as well as 3 different things to cook for them at the same time, like, depending on the flyers, right? So it's been a fun challenge. But it is nice because I have so much experience from the past years of streaming that I can rely on some of those recipes in Discord to cook for my clients. Okay, we have yellow pepper. And then we also have some of these funny little pepper bits. And yeah, I guess the other part of the planning, like when we go over our little prep list together, is that's just something I've learned over time, like working in restaurants and cooking various things, because you always have to time out your different dishes that people are cooking in the kitchen to whatever the table ordered, right? Like a lot of people will order all different things. Well, if 4 different people are making those dishes for the same table, you have to really communicate and be organized so that it all goes out at the same time. I'm excited for next week, though. Guys, I will actually not be streaming. See this gross pepper first. I will not be streaming next Friday. Next Friday is the date for my culinary school alumni dinner that they're doing for me. So I will be busy that day at the school helping the students finish off their prep for our 4 courses together. But we'll be back on the Saturday and Sunday next week to kind of recap how it went. So I think I'll use these up in the stir fry because they're not a weird size. And then this we'll trim and see. Just has a little crack. It doesn't look too bad yet, but we're getting close. We'll see if we can salvage any of that. If not, I'll just grab another one of these from the fridge. You have a problem with the timings? It takes a long time to learn that, I will say. Our pepper has like a little bruise on it. I don't think I'm allowed to stream the dinner. It's just going to be a little bit too crazy. Apparently the culinary class is quite small this semester. Like there's only 9 students in the one class. So it's gonna be a bit too much for them and me during that dinner because like it's something people are paying for, right? So the stream is definitely not gonna come first. But it would be amazing if we could, right? I did go back 3 years ago to the school and did a stream, but it was on their side. And I don't think they saved that VOD at all from Twitch. Otherwise, that would be fun to look back onto. Save that piece. Let's get rid of those. And then let's pour out our little container of stuff here and see what we're working with. The really, I guess, interesting or cool thing for me is that one of the instructors at the school now is actually someone that I've worked with at a restaurant here in the past. Like back when Sam and I first met, so like 12 years ago. I thought that was a funny coincidence. Okay, so I kind of cut the peppers small for the stir fry to try and match whatever these little miscellaneous sizes are. Not gonna be too picky. But at least we get a couple different colors if we use these ones. And yeah, next Thursday I have to go to the school as well and just make sure everything is looking good for the Friday before we start. Should be fun. Okay, we can cut these pretty small. It is so white out. What the heck? I actually have no words. Don't Look Up. Has anybody watched that movie? That's what I feel like I'm in right now. Okay, so we have about 2 cups worth of bell pepper for the stir fry. And let's check out, remember I said we'd look at this poopy one? I don't know if there's anything to save, guys. It's cracked on both sides, so I'm going to trim it there because it's very soggy. But what about up here? Actually, not too bad. Glad I checked that out because now we can save and use that little bit. What's everyone else getting up to today? Bam. Put those over by the stovetop. Cross off the list. Let's get a small container for the garlic and onion. Let's just see how much they say. 5 cloves of garlic and 1 small onion, thinly sliced. Pal says, bam! Kick it up a notch. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know if I even have onion, actually. Oh, wait, that's a lie. I do have onions, because I bought a bunch the other day. I'm just not used to having that many. I stuck them in the back of the fridge. We'll use, like, half of an onion. That'll be lots. You guys know Samo's not a big onion guy. We have to pay the royalties. Okay, they said 5 garlic cloves. This garlic clove is massive, but I think I want to use it. This is like a local Russian red. Look at the size of the garlic clove compared to the onion. That's 1 clove. My goodness gracious. I think I actually have to smash this. I can't even get a peel on. Holy smokes. You know how good that's gonna make the stir fry taste? That's a garlic clove. We're just gonna use the garlic press, I think, for that. Or sometimes actually for stir fries, instead of like chopping the garlic, I just do really nice thin slices instead. And then if you do the slices, then you can cook it all together with the onion and it won't burn that way. Let's do that. I don't know what's happened to the bottom of that. 2 onions in 1. Do a bit, actually, less than half. That'll be lots. We'll wrap that up for later. AKA tomorrow's Pozole stream. Dope. Sneaky skin. Okay, so the onion, it says thin slice, and I'm gonna cut this down a little bit further. So it's not as long of slices. So first we'll just cut this in half that way. And then go back across. Nice. Put that in. And now this. You woke up because the house was too quiet. I hate when that happens. It's like eerily quiet. That's half of the garlic. And then I'll slice that again lengthways. This is like 6 garlic cloves. This is like an entire head of Chinese garlic. Healthy amount of garlic for the stir fry. Good thing we got lots of basil to go with that. So those 2 are together. We just put them over by the bell peppers. On to the next one. Last night was actually funny when we were going to bed. I like heard a little bit of like construction vehicle noise, let's say, but sometimes we have like these little like side by sides that will like sweep the bike lane and stuff that's just outside the window. Thought it was that, but no, we're like starting to fall asleep, and then all of a sudden you just like smell the paving tar, and I was like, oh my god, they're like paving right below our window in the bus stop. So I was like, slam the window shut. So happy that I was still awake during that. Imagine if I fell asleep, the whole house would have smelled like tar. Gross. And then it started to snow after. So I was like, all of that paving, is it even gonna stick on the road? Okay, our stir fry sauce. I'm gonna take a photo of this outside for you guys and post it in Discord, because it's actually hilarious. Just some unforecasted snow today. It's so white outside. Guess I could just show you on the camera too. That's outside. Look how big the snowflakes are. It's like turkey feathers. I wished Samo luck on his drive. Wow, that made the color on the camera so different. The heck? Okay, we need soy sauce, oyster sauce, fish sauce, sugar. They said soy sauce and dark soy sauce, but I only ever carry one. We'll keep it, guys. I'm hoping that it will, like, melt. But this wasn't forecast. It wasn't even forecast. Okay, I got soy sauce here with... Where's my coconut sugar? I was gonna do some coconut sugar. What the heck? Someone, like, tore into the cashew nut bag? Which we all know who the heck used these last. And there's, like, cashews all over in the baking bin. Did someone try and, like, sneak a late night snack? Thinking that nobody would notice? Like, there's only 2 other people in here that would do that. What? Just rip a small hole in the bag. Nobody will know. Shake my head at those 2. I was gonna say, caretaker, if there's like one job that I think I should go do, because like you're just not held accountable, is being a meteorologist. I want to do that job. Like, it doesn't matter what you say, the weather's gonna do whatever it wants. Is it a rip or a mouse hole? We don't have any mice in here. So yeah, it's just like a clean old, like, oh, I definitely ripped that bag open a bit too far. But we won't put it in another container. Get a little container. And because of the sugar, let's get a small whisk. I guess it's smarter. That's why I always just keep the nuts in the freezer. If they're out of sight, nobody will snack on them. Okay. So they are using about 12 ounces, 340 grams of beef. And the 1 pack of beef that we have is double that. So we are like 4 timesing this recipe just for like a sauce standpoint, which actually makes sense. I'm okay still with the onion amount. I definitely upped the garlic, which is what works best for us. But now I'll do like 4 times the amounts for the sauce part. And then one thing that they don't have in here, but which really helps the sauces coat stir fries, is just a little bit of cornstarch in with all of this, so that when we pour it in, it'll thicken a bit and get everything perfectly coated, rather than just running off and chilling in the bottom of the pan. And then you always have to keep scooping it on top. Okay, soy sauce, sugar, some oyster right here. And then fish sauce, you guys know the drill. It literally lives in the far back of the fridge. And I also wanted to say, one thing that I've seen online recently, as far as fridge organization goes, if you have like a situation like this, people have started to put their condiment like jars, the smaller ones, into the produce bins, which I thought was really interesting, because it's always hard to like sift through the condiments when they're on the one shelf. You can't see anything. Whereas having them in like a pull-out drawer in the bottom of the fridge, out of the way, seems so much smarter. Haven't switched it over yet, but I think I am going to try that. Okay, so we need like 8 teaspoons of soy sauce, or we can do like 2.5 tablespoons worth. Which honestly, that doesn't even seem like that much at all for the soy sauce amount. One, two, I'm gonna do 3 full ones of this. Just thinking if that'll be enough. I'm gonna do 4. It didn't look like it was gonna be enough, guys. Our fish sauce, so this is also salty. And usually the amounts that they specify in recipes don't make it taste salty. So don't be scared of that. Love soy, but not a soy boy. What about the soy boys? Okay, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. So there's actually more fish sauce than soy sauce. I'll do 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Worcestershire sauce was a Western attempt to replicate fish sauce. Back in the day, I could see that actually. That does make sense. Okay, oyster sauce. And I believe, yeah, there's actual seafood in here. Right, there's oyster extract. So like both of these, yeah, not vegetarian. Unless you're a pescatarian. They say 1 teaspoon of the oyster sauce. Let me just kind of work this down first. These glass bottles are always so funny to try and pour out of. I'm going to do like 1.5 tablespoons of the oyster sauce. And you'll see this one is like very thick. But we can still use a bit of cornstarch. Thick and rich. The color is so dark. Slid out of there pretty good. Okay, just a little bit more. And then we'll do our sugar. And then our bit of cornstarch. And usually if I do add the cornstarch, I just add a bit of water to go with it. Makes it easier to try and mix all of this stuff up. Black tar ketchup, right? It is water, cane sugar, oyster extract, salt, cornstarch, MSG, caramel color, and some preservatives. So pretty simple sauce, honestly. And then, yeah, going back to the Worcestershire sauce, that one has anchovies in it, which a lot of people are not aware of either. Sugar, starch, and oysters, basically. And then they just say 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. So why don't we just go like 1 full tablespoon worth, maybe a heaping. And this is coconut sugar, which is actually used in Thailand sometimes. That and just like pure cane sugar is really popular. I did see the other day though, when I was at Walmart, they had like 4-foot long, like full ass sugar canes. So if you had a press at home, you could have like fresh pressed sugar cane juice. I was like, what the heck? I don't even see that in the Asian store. Give that a little stir-zy. Right? I was like, what do they do with that? Who's gonna buy it? That's the only way I've seen it prepared. Is they actually have like street trolleys in Southeast Asia. If you're walking down the street, you can just get fresh pressed sugarcane juice. Okay, little bit of cornstarch, guys. I'm not doing like more than a tablespoon. And as MSG, Uncle Roger would be proud of us. That's an accomplishment. I miss watching those videos, actually. Was that like all the way back in pandemic times when we discovered Uncle Roger? So I'm just doing a little bit of water. Boop. Just a splash. We'll mix this in. It may look a little bit cloudy right now, but when we pour this into the pan later to coat everything and get heat on it, it will go clear. And just give everything a nice little glaze. First snow plowed driving by. Always reminds me of The Simpsons. Mr. Plow. You watched one the other day, pal? Which one was it? Okay, we got the sauce stir fry. Nice, we have about 17 minutes left on our beef, which we can check at any time to see if it's firmed up in the freezer. But let's get our basil and cilantro. So the basil goes in the stir fry. The cilantro is a garnish, so we'll keep them both separate. Yeah, July 2020. See, that's what I thought. Like, got us through pandemic times. While I'm over here, I'll grab our rice. We're gonna cook jasmine rice for both things today. And I didn't look in the shrimp recipe if they actually specified a type of rice. Maybe it's short grain. I don't know. I brought over the wrap because of our onion. Gotta put it back. Nice, he was roasting someone still. I like how it's only funny when like certain people do that. Just be mean as heck and we all think it's hilarious. Chili jam? Is that what he was making? Is that what you're asking, Cookie? Get the herb bag. This is how we pack the herbs in the fridge. He always roasts Jamie Oliver for using chili jam in his fried rice? What the heck? It kind of does sound weird. I'm not going to lie. Look at how nice these look, guys. So this is all of our Thai basil. I clipped this off because it was literally growing so tall. I can't keep up. Like every week I have to trim this much off. We'll probably like use it all because when you cook it, it tastes a bit different. Let's take all of those out and then just the amount of cilantro we need for today. And then the rest of this is for the pozole, our Mexican chicken soup tomorrow. How did I have these packed in here? Maybe like that. Yes. I feel like I'm cooking like summery dishes today, and it just looks like winter outside. It's so weird feeling. Pick these off of the stems. This smells good. Sometimes the cilantro even smells like really soapy, because I know some people have that gene. But this one actually smells proper. I think it tastes more strong when they let it get closer to seed, like they don't harvest it quick enough. That's when it tastes really strong, I find. Give that a chopperoo. Just gonna dry my knife off. You always want a nice dry knife when you chop fresh herbs like this. If they get wet, they will be hard to chop and they'll also go bad quicker. And then we'll put both of these just in the fridge for now, so they stay nice and fresh before we need to use them. Nice. I mean, it's all going to the same place, so I'm not going to worry too much about cleaning that up. Let's pick our Thai basil off. This might be a little bit too much. Let's use the, like, kind of sad-looking stalks. I think we'll do those two, and we'll keep the other ones. Oh, those couple leaves. There. Isn't it so nice? It's got a very licorice flavor compared to the Italian variety, Genovese basil it's called. Thai basil, very licoricey. But like, I don't love licorice things, and I really love Thai basil. Hi, Scooter Beach. How is your day going? And thank you very much. 58 months in a row? Friend, you're getting up there too. We are getting our Thai basil chopped up from the Arrow Garden. Getting it ready for our stir fry right now. I've never made this at home, so I'm very excited to try it out. And then our basil, guys, we're just gonna rough chop it. The thing about this meal is, yeah, you don't have to be too fancy with the basil part. I remember just like really big pieces in the dish when I ate it. So we'll just do that rough chop. Now we will put lids on both of those. Just working. It's been the longest short week. Right. Because a bunch of people had Monday off, right? Monday here was like the deadest Remembrance Day I can honestly remember. It was so quiet out, it felt weird. You love the Thai basil, you grow it in the summer. It grows crazy. I can barely even keep up with harvesting it every week. Could also see it being very good in like cocktails maybe. A Thai basil in a mojito with mint. Okay, let's store those up there. We'll put our other two sprigs back. And then next up, we are getting 2 cups of rice cooking. This is going so quick. Maybe they actually are quick and easy recipes today. Just gonna wipe the board and our knife off. Always clean up before you start your next task. The snow removal companies just kicking off the start of their season today without even having any knowledge of it. I think we'll cook the rice in our favorite cute little pot. Our new Le Creuset. So we'll toast it like always and then add the water after. And because this rice is going with 2 things that are very flavorful already, we don't have to flavor the rice. We're just gonna leave it plain. So it'll be 2 cups of rice kernels and then 4 cups of water. Couple more kernels. Let's go over and see how this is looking. Oh, guys, why is this happening? Why is it being bad when I've already used this once today? Hello? Okay, so the GoPro really is like broken. Okay, we'll email them. We got it on this morning. You guys saw when I showed you guys outside. Why the heck is it just like off now? I've given up. But I'm gonna go over here and start toasting the rice now. Guess I'll go back to my old camera. It never ends. Stream just tries to make me blush at least like once per broadcast. Let's make Kate feel awkward. I'm not gonna go metal spoon in there to start. We're gonna go plastic spoon. This camera is useless, man. Yay, Samo's here. Just in time. Mickey, how is it going today? I'm glad that your vindaloo was delicious the other day. Hold the 2 buttons until it shuts off. There's no noise coming from it at all. The only thing that's currently powered is like the tripod. It's okay. I give up. I'll try to see if I can get the other camera on. You had the man flu all week? I know that can be rough. Are you feeling a bit better? I know your life's been a touch stressful recently. Now Samo just phones me. We get FaceTime with Samo. There's just no noise coming from it at all.
I listen to the words that I'm going to tell you.
I'm listening. I can't burn my rice.
Take it off the stove then. Okay. Hold the 2 buttons on the GoPro for about 10 seconds, then release. Take all the plugs out of it. And just hold it in front of the camera, like in front of me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have 5 arms. Are you guys loving this? Okay, so I held it for 10 seconds. Nothing beeped. Nothing happened.
Can you hold the GoPro in front of me, please? I said unplug all the things. You have to unplug them.
You said unplug it after you hold it.
No, I said unplug those 2. Unplug those 2. Hold the 2 buttons on the GoPro for 10 seconds.
That's not what he said the first time, chat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let go. Okay, now press the power button on the side, on the left side. All you have to do is press it. Not hold it.
I'm pressing it. Nothing's happening. Like, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm just gonna carry on without it. There's no fixing it.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'll just go by myself. It's good.
Okay. Okay.
It's broken, guys. That's it. Thanks for trying to help, though. Bye. Cookie, everything was charged and working this morning. Like, I just don't know what to say anymore. It's just becoming like a frustration that I don't want to deal with. Okay, that's our 50 minutes on the steaks. The top pack is getting nice and firm, so I'm just going to switch them because this one was underneath, so it wasn't like in the direct, let's say, chill zone of the freezer. Give that a switch. We'll get the rice on, and then we will get that beef sliced. And then we are on our way again. Back to toasting the rice. Yeah, everything is plugged in. We have this really good battery from Anchor. It's always plugged into there and charged before stream. So that's why, like, I just don't understand. This thing just has a mind of its own, I feel. Like, every day it just does something different. For what reason, we currently don't know. Very odd, though. Then I'm trying to open up the camera hub from Elgato for this thing. But for some reason, the program is not even opening on the computer. Hello? You know what? It is a full moon today. So luckily we can just blame that. And that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, our rice is almost half toasted. You can tell when the kernels turn more white. We got the snow removal outside. You never discount that stuff, honestly. Like when I'm by myself, leave it to the things to go wrong. Nice, they got the little like side by side with the snow brush on the front. That's actually something I've always wanted to like do. That'd be so fun, I feel, in the winter. Cruise around in that vehicle, clearing off the sidewalks for the city. All right, the rice is really nice and fragrant. It basically smells like popcorn when you do this. I was gonna say tastes like popcorn, but not really. That wasn't nearly as crazy of a sizzle as when we cook this in the metal pot instead of the cast iron. It was like nothing. So now we got our 4 cups of water in with the 2 cups of rice kernels. Just gonna pop the lid on almost all the way, but we'll leave it off a bit so I can peek in. I don't like when the rice cooks over on the stovetop. It just makes a big mess. You got snow for Monday? I wonder if this is like making its way over, Mickey. Okay, so that'll take about 20 minutes or so. And then we do need the oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for our shrimp cups. But since the rice isn't quite ready, I don't think I will do that yet. So while the rice is cooking, I'm gonna start slicing off the beef for us. Turn this back this way for now. So we'll get a cutting board. Start with the first pack. And then work our way into the next one. And then I think we'll just put this into a bowl as we slice it. How do I want to slice this? Like a slicing knife would be good. I don't think the boning knife would be the best. We want more of like a straight blade. Maybe even just my chef's knife. I'm gonna try. Save that to open up the other pack. I also chose this tri-tip for all of these yummy fatty parts of the beef, because when we stir fry this up, that's going to turn into a lot of flavor. Fat equals flavor, especially when it comes to beef like this. So the only other thing I will say, or let's say like specify, is that you want to make sure that you're slicing against the grain so that your beef doesn't come out chewy. So the grain is going this way. Can you guys kind of see? Which way should I hold this up? Yeah, if I hold it that way a bit, you can see how the like meat fibers are running that way on the piece. So we want to go across the other way. So we're just going to go really nice thin pieces like that. See how easy that slices when it's already a bit firmed? And like this isn't frozen solid. It's just nicely chilled. Wow, that's gonna be good. After the Vindaloo, that's how the man flu started? I would think it's like opposite. You have curry and it keeps the sickness away from all of the spices and ginger, garlic, onion. That was deceiving how much meat was that one little steak. What the heck? Do you even need the other pack? So same with this one, the meat grains are going that way. Always want to check first. Bonk. Honored with a bonk present and hi Carses. Hello guys. Good to see you. Greek chicken vindaloo is good. Yes, it is. Greek, I was going to ask you. I messaged you on Discord, but I'm not sure if you use it anymore. About doing your meal request. I wanted to do it this weekend, but we did not get to communicate, so I did not plan it. Wondering if you will be around the last week of November, I think, or first week of December. That weekend we can cross it off. Okay, a little bit fatty, chewy, I can feel here just with my chef's knife even. So I'm just going to trim this part off because it feels sinewy. Yeah, definitely. Just get rid of that. If that's what we have to put away back to the earth, that's fine. Oh, wow. Took the day off to help a buddy be a character witness for a custody case. How interesting. Okay, we're going to trim this too because it looks like connective tissue. Greek, you're not on Discord? Okay. I mean, I found your name there, but when you didn't answer, I kind of assumed that as well. Yeah, last week of November or first week of December. You could also just whisper me here on Twitch if that works better for you. So yeah, I'm just doing like one slice through, not a sawing motion. At least not a lot of the time. Sometimes it gets stuck on the fat near the bottom. Nom. One more, and then a whole other pack still. Deceiving amount. I'm also gonna go peek on our rice over here. Okay, just looking like it's coming up to a boil. Nice. I mean, either one of those dates, Greek, works good. Because you know it'll be either Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just need you to let me know which one you want. Because the meat is already pretty marbled, we're going to trim off that excess fat. Okay, same with this one. This one's a little bit like angled sideways, but we still want to cut against the grain here. Yeah, that's what we're doing, Bonk. So we pre-chilled this for about an hour in the freezer while we were prepping everything else for the two dishes. And that's what makes it so easy to slice thin like this. You could also just get like pre-done like shabu beef rolls if you can find those from the Asian market. It's always a good option. But we found a very good deal, like four tri-tip steaks for $12. Triple A Angus. Lauren says, got beef. Hi, Laurence. It's good to see you today. We got the crew together. Nice, Cookie. You just said the same thing. We got all the peeps in chat today. Might mean it might get a little bit feral, though. I guess we'll see. Thank you, Mishi, for gifting the sub to Lauren. You have 53 gifted subs in the channel, just so you're aware. That's what I was thinking too, Greek. Probably a Saturday, right? A bit of a longer process. Gotta make dessert and dinner. And then we have these 4 tri-tips for $9. Nice. This one is beautifully chilled. Trim this. I think I hear some simmering sounds. Bubbles. Yeah. The rice is starting to cook, so I'll just try and keep my eye on that. You're cleaning your fridge. I was talking earlier about fridge organization and something I've seen online. Lauren, I don't know what your fridge is like, but people have said, like, instead of keeping your condiment jars on the top shelf in the fridge, put them into your produce pull-out drawers instead, and it's so much easier to look through them. It's like, I kind of want to try that. Look at that nice white fat in there. I'm not gonna clean that out. You've seen it too? I know, I wanted to try it. You want a Lazy Susan in your fridge? I want one of those fridges from way back. They were designed so much more efficiently back then. Bit of connective tissue, clean it off. Yeah, that works too, Greek. Like in the door of your fridge, if you have shelves. I think that's one of my favorite places for condiments. Our fridge doesn't have that though. We get like hand-me-down appliances here where we live. So our fridge door, it has the slots for it, but none of the shelves exist. So we were joking the other day that we would just make the shelves ourselves, like out of duct tape or something. Call it a day. Solve our own problem. I hear sounds. Are the rice going over? No. But I will turn the pot down a bit now. Very helpful, yes. Right? Duct tape and cardboard, those things will last. Well, definitely until we leave here, I would say. Yeah, you could take a selfie on those fridges. I know the ones you guys are talking about. If you're gonna go that fancy, you might as well just build yourself a walk-in fridge. That sliced up so dang quick. Wow. Now we have an entire bowl full of beef, so it might be like a couple increments of stir frying for that. Yeah, Cookie, this one girl on TikTok that's a private chef as well. Her clients are like, whoa, really high end. I forget where she's at, but they have like a beautiful like walk-in fridge. It's like, what? Please. The things that are out there, guys, that we have no idea about. Okay, wash this all up. Raw meat, soapy water on the knife and hands. You were looking at a walk-in fridge, Greek? I know sometimes here you can like find them secondhand. So I guess as long as you have the space for it, you can always get it installed. Just the scariest part is like if you fill the walk-in and then the compressor goes down, you have to make sure you have enough room in your place, whether it's a house, restaurant, etc., for all that food to stay cool if the fridge breaks. That was always a nightmare. I'm gonna turn the rice down a little bit more. I feel like it's cooking a bit quick. Is the beeping from the snow machines being annoying? Or can you guys not really hear it? I don't know how they're not done yet. Yeah, right? Like let's say like food equipment spots. You could also find like kitchen auctions. Those are the spots. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break before we finish this up. Turn this down a bit more still. I will return in a moment. I have returned. You've seen some great deals on the commercial kitchen from those places, or commercial equipment. You haven't bought anything though, Cookie? Okay. Beef is sliced. I think we'll leave that out since we're gonna cook it all up right away. I'm gonna do a little rice test here. I feel like it might have cooked a bit quick. But let's see. I'm not bad. I think if we let it steam a touch. I'm gonna see how much liquid is left. Now there's quite a bit of liquid left in the bottom there. That should finish out no problem. I'm gonna pop the lid on, and then why don't I set maybe like a 3-minute timer to check that again. Next up, we're gonna prep first our nori sheets into the muffin tin for our shrimp sushi cups, and then after that we will get into the making the spicy shrimp to go on top of the rice in here. Yeah, stainless counters, all sorts of different like baking pans, bread pans, baking sheets, so much different stuff. Sometimes you'll find like little mixers and things, always handy. Yeah, Greek, you need it like even as well, right? Because of the compressor wherever you build it. It's quite interesting. I've never been to a house that had a walk-in fridge, or definitely not like an industrial style one, but I've always been intrigued of how they would install that. Right. For $5,000 originally, it was over 20. Whoa. Okay, so 12 shrimp sushi cups coming up. We got our nori sheets. So we need 3 sheets of this. And then on the video that I saw from a YouTuber, She brushes the nori with sesame oil first, which I thought was such a nice touch. That was not on this recipe. So we'll do that. And then from there, we're just going to cut it into 4 pieces. And then they get pushed down into here. Like, hopefully it shouldn't break or tear too bad. Let's get a bit of sesame oil. And then I think I'll just do a couple drops on each sheet and then just use a brush. And I guess now, since the rice is almost finished, let's get the oven on to bake these up. I'll go a bit higher than 400. I'll do 420 for you guys. Kadoya is my sesame oil. And I always keep it in the fridge because it lasts longer. Hi, Dust. How are you doing? Welcome. I'll just do like 1 drop like that in the middle. Some of them might be a little bit more sesame flavored than others. But it seems like it distributes pretty good. Just be messy with it, honestly. And then that kind of softens it up too. So look at how shiny it went. Okay, 1 moment, guys. That's our 3-minute timer on the rice. Seeing if there's any liquid left in the bottom. I think we're done. We're good. The handles are really hot, yep. But I'll show you how it looks since our camera's being dumb again today. There's our fluffy jasmine rice. So we did 2 cups. We need 1.5 cups to fill our shrimp sushi cups, and the rest is for our Thai basil beef bowls. But we're gonna take that off of the heat now and just pop the lid on it, and that will finish steaming out as it cools off on the side, and it will fluff up really nice. It won't be too sticky. You have a couple days off. Do you have anything fun planned? I guess I'll just do it in the middle because that actually worked really good last time. Swipe it around. Lauren Nori's son to not like the sushi cup. Wait, what? Something going over my head. Picking a soy sauce is difficult, Suzanne. Well, even this recipe, or the beef one, they call for just regular soy sauce as well as dark soy sauce. But I only carry 1 soy sauce in the house, other than like the sweet soy. But I don't always use that. This smells so nummy. Titan, your little sushi cups, they're coming up. These are also like kid friendly because everything in this is cooked too. So I was saying earlier, kind of try these out as like a little meal prep snack item for myself. Have 12 made up. See how I eat them throughout the week. Yeah, Titan, did you do a snow dance today? Because we got, oh man. Now that it's accumulated, probably like a good 3 inches of snow. That was a satisfying sound. It's true Greek. I'm just like imagining having a walk-in fridge in the basement. I mean, might as well build a bunker at that point if you're gonna go that far. Right? I was kind of scared because sometimes when you cut nori sheets, they'll kind of flake and break off. So that worked so good, just like dragging your knife through. Bunker with a walk-in. Like, if we're gonna go that far, Lauren, we might as well just commit. You were trying for 2 feet of snow? You would. Okay, so now we're gonna push this in. Should be just 1 sheet. I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. I feel like we're gonna have to take our rice ball and squeeze it to get this to weigh down. It just seems a little finicky for my liking. The rice is just steaming, so we can set that aside for a second, and we'll get our shrimpies dressed up. We only need 12. About a whole dang bag. That's okay, though. I thought doing up a little, like, shrimp boil on the weekend with some cocktail sauce might be yummy as a snack. Okay, so one currently has rice in it, dust, that I used today. So you'll get to see that. I'm loving it. And then the other one is just chilling. Chilling in the cabinet. Hi, Devin. How are you doing? Welcome in. So this is like the worst pot. This is the worst one. So it has a bit of chips like around the lid. But that's it. Like, it was really nice inside. And then it just has like one small little chip there and here, but the rest of it is like perfect, other than that one too. But I'm not gonna complain for something that's like from the 60s. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, let's get another bowl for our shrimpies. We need some Kewpie mayo. Bonk will be happy. Had to get another bottle from Walmart. Almost broke the bank. A bottle of Kewpie not on sale is $7 now. I said, excuse me, please. Can I tell what year it was made? When I looked it up online, like those styles of pots dust, a lot of people said they were from around the 60s. So that's what I'm going with. But they could be newer. Let's get some kitchen shears. We'll open this up. Yeah, you didn't get your command fast enough, Bonk. No complaints today. Shrimps. These are my favorite shrimps lately. Just the texture and flavor of them. So much better than I was saying the Pacific variety. I'm just going to dig in with my hands. And then wash them up after. So it's 1 shrimp per sushi cup. And for this, let's try and choose like all similar sized shrimps so that when we bake it, like this one is huge, it actually bakes all together at the same time. Nine. 10. Need like 2 more. That one good? 11. 12. Awesome. And this is 680 grams of shrimp. Was $20 Canadian. I thought that wasn't bad. Yeah, right, Greek. It's like everyone wants a walk-in fridge, but until you know what it actually takes to maintain one, maybe you'll change your mind. They're a good source of protein. What is this, though, that I've heard before about them and not being good for your cholesterol, I think it is? So for 5 shrimpies, it's actually 16 grams of protein. That's really good. For 5 shrimp? But then, yeah, it's like 135 milligrams of cholesterol. So we think that they're healthy because they're low fat, but they're a little bit high in cholesterol. Like we say, though, everything in moderation, right? Unless you eat shrimp like every single meal every day, I think you'll be okay, guys. Okay, we got the sriracha. Can I get a Hoya? I love this brand. I can't not say it. This is the end of the Kewpie. Don't worry. I don't know if we need more than that, but I'll bring it over. Dietary cholesterol does not equate to blood cholesterol, though. So they're just like telling us things that doesn't matter. So this is how it comes, guys, if you want to know the legitimate packaging. There we go. The cute little happy baby. It's like you're squeezing a baby's belly. Okay, let's see the amount of each of these needed. I'm not doing the cream cheese. We do need a bit of salt still. 3 tablespoons of Kewpie, basically what's in there. Might have to do a bit more if we can't squeeze it all out. A teaspoon of sriracha. Oh, nice. We need a bit more soy sauce. Or they said like coconut aminos. I'll do soy sauce. I'm gonna put the sesame oil back. And then still just our little pinch of salt. I might do pepper too. It just makes sense. But because there's soy sauce, let's not do too much salt. They just say a pinch. Back to that. Hi, who's poppin'? Thanks, Jiggles. 33 months in a row. They say sheesh. I love it. I hope you're having a good week. And thank you for using your 1 Prime Gaming sub here on our channel. Being part of our kitchen crew. So where do we get most of the LDL cholesterol from then? I should know this because I did take a nutrition course. But this was a long time ago. So yeah, I guess I'm being bad too. We'll do some pep. Nuts are really bad for it? No, but I love nuts. Okay, just a teaspoon of this. I'll just do like a small drizzle around. Oh, and be careful because sometimes the spout gets stuck. Some people left it open. They're in the cashews, chat. They're not closing the hot sauce. Shake my head. Yum. Okay, spice up your life. You can always do more than that, right? You're some people, Jiggles? You snuck into here, didn't you? Scoops. Only peanuts and cashews, Kate. Whoa, it tooted. We need 3 tablespoons. AKA, like, just enough to really coat the shrimp, I would say. And make it not dry when it bakes. This smells almost like cocktail sauce or something. Like the smell of the Kewpie with the sriracha. It's throwing me off a bit. Yeah, I love nuts, chat. I'm gonna say it. You heard it here first. Those are one of my favorite snacks, but I do know that they're not the best to eat all the time. I do know this. Am I happy about it? No. Aqua Se Confetera. Thank you for the follow and welcome in. That's like my mom's side of the family. Scoots has, like, it's just in their genetics, being like farmers and Ukrainian people. They just have high cholesterol. So I'm hoping as I get older that doesn't rub off on me. Who's Poppin' says the Kewpie mayo is superior in making egg salad just because of the amount of egg yolks that go into it. I like it. And then, like, to me, there's a bit of mustardy flavor. It's nice and balanced. Honey roasted cashews. Okay, this is it, guys. And then just a bit of chives for garnish. Put this stuff back. We'll get it tossed up. The rice is nice and steamed up now. So we're good to get this all prepped up. And then we will roll into our stir fry. We have all of the stuff already prepared for it. Let's get a spoon to mix this up. I thought this part might have been a bit weird, but you'll see when it bakes how delicious it looks, this mixture. Plus, these are pretty typical ingredients used in a lot of sushi rolls, right? Suzanne, she confesses. As a Swede, she adds Kewpie to her food. I didn't know Swedish mayo was a thing on its own. Unruly Gaming 420, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, let's bring over our muffin tins. For the rice, for ease of distributing it into our little nori cups, I'm thinking little ice cream scoop portioning situation. Let me go grab the small one. And I think we'll be well on our way. And then these take about 15 minutes to bake or until the shrimp is done. Does not all countries have their own mayo? I don't think so. Like, Canada has a brand that is popular here, but it's not like a Canadian mayo. Let's put these shrimps over to this side. Those will go on last. Where's Dust? Dust was wondering about our cute little other Le Creuset pot that we got. This is it. This is it. Look at how cute it is. I was saying, like, the handles to pick up feel so good. So dang good. You like rice? Me too. So look at how fluffy this is. So it's really easy to scoop now. So I'm thinking we put a piece of nori in and then we scoop and kind of press down to get it set in there. I'm not going to pack the rice too much into here either. We don't want to compact it if we just made it nice and fluffy. Oh my gosh, that worked so good. If I hold it up closer, you'll see all the four corners around the muffin tin. This is fun. So I was saying earlier, like, you could play around with the different proteins. Like, maybe I'll make some crab ones. I have a couple cans of crab that I bought once upon a time and need to use up. And yeah, the rice is warm, so it'll probably cook pretty quick then. And then I just try to, like, center this as I push it down. Aside from the marketing claims, Jiggles says Hellman's is the very best, and then the Duke's is the mayo of the South. So yeah, I've always heard about this Duke's being a Canadian. Even with me going down to the States a couple times, I don't think I've ever bought it. At least I can't recall. Ah! Let you scoop one in? Where are you at? I've been waiting. It's actually so easy, guys. This is fun. I like discovering, like, funner things to make, not stressful. The sesame oil smells so good with the warm rice, too. Ah, it's trying to stick. Sticky on my fingies. Whoa, that one was a bit wild too. It's okay. That's how you know they're homemade. Let me go fluff this up a bit. We need to do a scoop. Now that we're like getting close to the bottom, it's just compacting a bit when we try to scoop. Let's do a bit of fluffing up. There. I don't like mushy, broken rice kernels. Does Korea have their own type of mayo, Greek? I don't know if I've ever seen that. Okay, wipe all this off, and then we'll just put the lid back onto the rice pot so it stays warm for us while we do some stir-fry things. Best Foods mayo bonk? I've never heard of that. Is there like a specific store that brand is at? Lid that up, keep it warm. Bring the shrimpers over. Our oven is hot. Hot and ready when we are. Mayo is not a mother sauce. Hollandaise is. But yeah, I would assume that like mayonnaise, that is a French word. Do I know when it originated? No. Nor do I know the exact area. So thanks to Google, they're saying the first mayo, 1806. 1806, guys. They're saying in Menorca, actually, Spain. Or like just southern France, right? Because there's a lot of influence between those two countries in that area. Interesting. That's fun to know. Okay, so we'll scoop our shrimps, and then if there's extra sauce, we can scoop that over. And we're just trying to, like, get the shrimpy nestled perfectly on top of the rice. Let's come a bit closer, I think. It's a bit hard to see. The colors are very similar. Push it down a bit. This is a first for me, so I don't know how these are going to be to eat later. So far, it smells like sushi in here. And then the garnish for this is either green onion or chives. But we'll put that on after it's cooked so it stays nice and fresh and green. If we bake it, it might turn brown. There's a little bit of sauce in here. Might as well scoop it out and distribute it. A little bit, that one's like kind of small. Yeah, some of these end ones, I guess, need it. Okay, I'm gonna soak that bowl with the rice scooper spoon. Otherwise, that will be difficult to clean later. So that is them, guys. I think a bit of like sweet chili sauce would be deadly on here. I think we'll have to do a couple rounds for the stir fry. Let me try and turn this frickin' GoPro back on one more time before we go there. And see if we can actually cook together to end the stream. Don't understand what happens to this thing all the time. Okay, I saw life on the screen. Like, the screen lit up when I plugged it in. Okay. Apparently we're turning back on. Cookie, the ghost is getting me today. I swear someone has cursed me in my life. Okay, so if it's 1, 2, 3 on, and now it just shut itself off. I've really given up here. This thing is high. It's been plugged into the battery pack since this morning. The GoPro's given up, and so have I. And I've been trying to get our other camera that we used from before, like hello, working. But the app on the computer from Elgato will not open for it. So I really don't know what to do here. It's also done. It's Friday. It's done for the week. Samo had to go before stream this morning. He had a job interview. He's done now. But he had some errands to run on the way home. Alright, just keep trying to open the Elgato camera hub. Nothing works. Yeah, he might be driving for Amazon. I'm gonna grab a cord. This is the only other thing. Because, it's kind of pointless to do a stir fry on stream if nobody can even watch. Oh, none of these cords are gonna work anymore. At least I don't think so. Actually, we'll just steal the one from the GoPro since it's being dumb. You're fired, GoPro! Okay. Direct plug into the back of the Mac. You guys get behind the scenes here all the time. We hear sounds. Allow this device. We'll allow it. USB. It's still not connecting to the stream at all. And for that reason, I don't know why. I'm sorry for the Windows alerts. Connected. It's not happy. That was the last test. And that's all I got. Disconnect the camera from the source. Remove the SD card. It doesn't exist in there anyways. And remove the battery. So I have to take it out of the whole case then. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, we're going like medium-high heat on the big cast iron or wok pan that you're gonna be cooking your beef in. There, that's as far over as I can go. And we're gonna need some fat into there. The first thing that we're actually stir frying is onions and garlic and some peppers. And then I think we will scoop those out. Don't worry, that's just the battery falling over. I was pushing stuff out of the way. Now we'll scoop those things out and then we'll start frying the beef. And then we can just scoop those veggies back in when it's time for the sauce. I have a bottle of oil in the fridge here. Okay, I can pour it. It's just like slightly pourable from when we did fried chicken. I wanted to use it up like one more time. And for stir fries, using an oil like this that's already fried chicken is actually a good trick, let's say. You'll be like, wow, why does this taste so good? It's already been cooked with meat once. And I'm not gonna hold back on the fat for stir frying this stuff to start. We can always add more later though. And then usually for a stir fry, you want like a good spatula, right? I like a nice flat surface to use so that you can scrape the pan and do good mixing around. So I'm thinking once we get the veggies about halfway cooked, then we can put the shrimp sushi cups in. No, it won't break, Mickey. I just don't know what this thing is doing all the time. Like when it works, when we set everything up, because I used it in the stream to like show a chat outside. And then when I go back to it and it's dead. Somehow I can turn it on, but then it just turns itself back off. I've given up. Kate's in over her head. Okay, the oil's like shimmering, so we're good to put the veggies in. We're on a medium-high heat to start, and we want to go with the garlic and onion first. And all I did was slice up the garlic and the onions. I didn't chop the garlic, so it's in nice big pieces. Good sizzle sounds. Stir all that up so it gets coated in the fat. I need to fix this burner a little bit here first. It's like very angled today compared to most days. My pan's like sideways like this. Hello? The next goal I put for bits is just going to be a new stovetop. No, it didn't even help it. What the heck? Guys, today's just not the day. I really thought it was going to be. These full moony vibes, they're catching up to us. One, two, three, we're on. So what is your issue? I'm still not giving up, guys. You said it at work all day. Things were going so good, Scoots. It's still black. So why is it even... So it's on, but it's black screen. I don't understand. Half of this thing works and half is dead? It says HDMI on the screen. So we should be able to use it through OBS, but nothing's coming up. Let me do a quick reset once I give these a stir. Maybe then do a little disconnect, reconnect on OBS. But something ain't adding up here. What's happening, Blondie? How are you doing on this Friday? Hopefully no late afternoon meetings. Okay, it's gonna be black for a second. Maybe we'll do this one instead so it's small. Properties. It froze. So I try to open the properties for the GoPro and it just freezes and says that the program's not responding. And it's just like a white box on the computer. Oh! Deactivate. Activate. Now it went behind. Whoa! Things are coming back, chat. I turned off the pan because it looks like we'll be able to do this together. And I don't want to burn the garlic and stuff. It was getting a bit browned. What the heck? We have life. There's proof of life at least. Okay, that's like a video. How do I get back to the screen? Yes. Look at me. Guys, you're welcome. Saying you need Samo. Shh. When all you really needed was a Kate. Don't say I don't do anything for you guys. Just let me get this 1 second. Give me a moment. It's like I've learned something over the years. Is that too bright? I think that looks good. Okay, turning that back onto medium. If I spread this out, I just kind of gathered it to one side of the pot. Even now, with us slicing the garlic with the onions, it's still cooked too quick, honestly, which is weird, because usually it will cook at the same rate. So I'm just going to watch these onions a little bit longer and the garlic, and then we'll get this scooped out. We got to open the window. Thanks, Mish. Thanks, Mishi. And hi, Cooking Koalas. All you did was make panko chicken parmesan. That sounds delicious, though. The snow is gone, or the snow is done dropping, let's say. And the sun came out. It looks so beautiful outside now. Get a bowl. Don't need a big bowl. There's not very much here. And actually, maybe this might slow down the garlic. But I'm scared that it will burn too much once we put the peppers in. Although I will rather have these a bit crunchy, so I'm gonna add the peppers, guys. Give that a stir. Cool off the pan a bit. It is called stir fry for a reason. We're stirring and we're frying. I'm gonna give that a swivel since my pan is very uneven today. If you see any garlic trying to burn, you can always just scoop it out. Save it. Yeah, blindingly white, snowy sunburn. The sun is not that strong right now, but there's definitely been some days in my life. Totally understand what you mean by that. I think we should do a bit of seasoning on the veggies. Let's do a bit of salt and pepper. And then remember I said when these are half cooked or so, we can maybe put the shrimp cups in the oven. Little bit of salt, but keep in mind that we are using a soy sauce base for the stir fry, so don't go too crazy on this. Nice, that actually worked really good with the peppers being added. Yum! Now the onions got a bit more fried too. This is our bowl that we'll scoop into. Strawberry chocolate chunk brownies this weekend? I've not heard of those. That sounds great. This is frying up so good now that we put the peppers in. It's like magic. And like the peppers don't necessarily need to be browned. Just take the crunch off of them, I would say. Because this will be returned to the pan with the beef and everything else. So it will still get a second round of cooking. I think we're good. Take that off. Scoop it out. And then I think we'll have to do the beef in 2 stages because there is quite a bit of it. Might have to wipe the side of this pan. Yeah, that's why I was scared of the like oil running down it when we scoop it out. I usually just use like a wet dishcloth. There. Turn that fan down a bit more. Okay, so now you can see most of the fat has been absorbed. We'll get it loaded back up for the beef. And then I'll put our shrimp in. Maybe we'll go a little bit higher to get the beef started, like medium high. And then this is how our shrimp cups look before the oven. So I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer just to check. But they're quite large, this shrimp. So I think they may take a little while. But hopefully this all times out to be done at the same time. Whoa! What was flying around in there? Did you guys see that? Is that the ghost? There's no fruit flies or nothing in here. That was crazy. It was like that little thing. There's a ghost. The frosting has diced strawberries in it. This sounds so good. I mean, I love chocolate cherry. I'm sure we all know what chocolate-covered strawberries taste like. So when we drop the beef in, try to separate it so it's not all piled up. And then for this part, I'll probably use the splatter screen because, yeah, this is gonna get messy. I'm trying to go quick, but don't let it burn you. This is sliced up tri-tip. Washing my hand, those raw meat things. Because this is sliced really thin, it should cook quickly. Yeah, it is cooking quickly. That's why we want a nice high heat to make sure we can brown it. Might be a couple different rounds. Can you guys see through? Not really. Not really there, but I'm gonna try to keep some of the grease off of the stovetop for us. And then we'll switch out the veggie bowl here for just another stainless bowl. Oh no, a pep. As well as probably some tongs will be very handy for this. Those ones right there. Nice, Dust. I'm glad you got a couple of days off. You can go see your grandma. Have a wonderful day, dude. Have a good drive. All of those Friday things. So you can see how this side of the pan always cooks so much quicker than the other side. So that's why I'm always like swiveling this. Seems to have simmered down a bit now. Yeah, I'm trying to just mostly cook it on the one side so it gets nice and browned. Because like once you flip it, it's already cooked. I guess we can gather some of these out of there if they're done. Move some of these other ones over that are a bit piled up. Not too much like liquid is cooking out of this though, so really nice quality meat, I would say. And because of the bit of fat marbled in there, it helps it brown up really nice. Just moving it around a bit. But yeah, it's not even really sticking. I haven't had a splatter guard since I started streaming. We just got one recently. It's helpful. Koalas, I mean, all you have to do is try, right? Like how we did the food for friends thing before. We didn't know what we were, I mean, we knew a little bit what we were doing, but like I still never ran my own business like that. It was such a fun experience. I still look back on those days fondly. You'd be surprised how much people appreciate really good food. Okay, so these are almost all done. Spread it out a bit again. Get some even browning, and then we'll scoop out this round and get the next one. Do I need to try this little piece? A bit like lacking on the flavor department because we never seasoned it. So let's do a sprinkle. When we first put it in, I'll do it at the end for this round. But yeah, let's do a sprinkle of salt and pepper. The flavor like of the beef itself though and the texture is good. It's not chewy. The fat rendered out. And then once this gets coated in sauce and then mixed with the other veggies, holy. See if we can just use tongs to get this in. Might need to add a bit more fat. It's kind of sticky with the tongs, so I'll go in after with my fingers and just spread it out. It sounds like stir fry though. You know what it's missing, Bonk? MSG. There's MSG in the oyster sauce. What else did we use? Soy sauce. How about this? When we bring it all together later, when I taste it with the sauce and everything, then we'll do a sprinkle. But yeah, I do really like to add it at the end, not during. Because I'm just like not the most familiar with using MSG. So I usually save it for the end. Just know a little bit goes a long way. We'll just do a little sprinkle of some kosher salt. There's a sneaky beef bit down there. MSG is food, not friends. Bonk, you got a magic carp. That's dinner. Need to fix this light. It looks odd. You mix it with salt. That's interesting. Okay, let's not forget the basil for the stir fry, and then we got the cilantro already chopped for the garnish. So you just did a rough chop on the Thai basil. That will go in once all of the beef is cooked. Rocky Coast Fog, welcome. Mish, you got tuna, so you can make the sushi. See, there you go, guys. People helping people. See how I don't really move this until I start seeing it mostly being cooked? And then I'll like give it a little nudge around. But the reason that we don't overload the pan is so that this stuff actually browns. If you put too much, it'll just kind of steam over itself. And then you won't get as much of the flavor that you're looking for. Who's this? Mish, thank you for the 2 bitlies. Scaramouche, thank you for the 202 bitlies. I'm not sure why chocolate costs $150, but I'm here for it. If you've ever bought and used bags of Calibo chocolate, then you would know. Cookie, thank you for the 795. Mish says, I can't have this. Not on her watch. Whoa, it's browning up really good. Okay, let's flip some of these other ones over. Get them in the mix. Yum. And like as it cooks, it'll bring the fond back up in between every cooking. The meat will soak it in. Spread it back out for one last stir fry. Bong says, you know, today was the very first time I ever sat in the witness box in court. Samo's here, guys. I think it's Samo. We better peek through the hole. It's him. Hello. The timer's going off for the sushi cups. Oh, God. We gotta check those. I think the shrimps are all cooked. What the heck? We gotta switch our beef out.
Hey, you got the GoPro working.
I'm magic. I said, don't say I ever, or I don't say I don't do anything for you guys. I am pro streamer. Right, chat? They said, we need Sam. I said, watch this. Actually, I said I give up about 20 times, but then I got it working. Okay, the oven's going off.
I give up.
I've given up, guys. So did everyone else. We're gonna do a bit more fat in here. Just the fond, if it builds up too much, it will burn. That's what will happen if you don't have enough fat when you're cooking. Take a little bit of this out because we need one more round still. Did you have successful adventuring?
Yeah, I feel good about the interview.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just gotta wait to hear back now? What the heck? You hear back the same day? That's amazing. What? You start tomorrow? I am using peanut oil that was used once to fry chicken, Rocky Coast. Let's get our seasoning in there. And then while this finishes, we'll come over and we'll garnish our shrimp cups. And then I guess the thing is, you can eat that shrimp warm, hot, cold. Does it really matter? I don't know, because I've never made them before.
The snow got intense downtown when I drove down.
The snow, it was nuts there for a bit.
Holy.
It was so crazy. Cookie, that's a cool part of being a jury. Okay. Oh no, so then I attached the GoPro and got it working, but now the cutting board camera's frozen. At least the face cam works.
I give up with you.
Guys, who cursed me and why?
Turn it off and on.
Why did you, like, who's doing this?
That one should be okay.
There's just a bit of a sweat stain. It's not that bad yet. Someone has a voodoo doll?
You've been saying that for weeks.
I have. They're putting pains in my knees. Nope. Okay, let's see if we'll refresh this one now. Okay. Deactivate. Activate. No, it still says nay nay. I don't think the voodoo doll's of the camera. It's literally of me. They've made it of me and they're trying to mentally break me. The beef is almost done again, though. All I wanted to do was show the shrimp cups. The bear's with us. And I thought I was doing so good because I got the stove cam working. Give this a stir-zy. I can tell it's browning up. Oh. What's that called? That's called the Maillard reaction, everyone. Big words today. When the fat and sugars start to caramelize in the food. Maillard reaction. It's where all the flavor is, especially I find with beef and like meats. That sounds foul. Maillard, not Mallard. You couldn't get it. So if it's not one thing, it's another.
Not Ballard yet.
That cooked quick, guys. I only used up 2 packs of the tri-tip. We still have 1 more. Last round. Whoop whoop. Spread it out, then wash your hands. Ouch! It might hurt your forearms. It's splattering. I kept opening the windows more and more. Ask them. I even got the fan on. No, like the hood vent. Right, Bonk? When we bring everything else back into the pan now. Oh, and put the sauce in with the fond. Whoa! It's gonna be magic. But how are we gonna show eating? We don't have the cutting board cam. Yeah, I guess we'll do GoPro, guys. One thing chefs will do, not give up, and they will solve the problem if they can. We might need the salt and pepper again, so I won't put it away yet. I'm just gonna put the nori away. Same with the soy sauce. And the Kewpie we're done with. We got the stir fry. Smells amazing in here. Oh yeah, let's not forget our MSGs as well. So we got our basil, we have our sauce. Everything is ready. Let's do, for the basil beef bowls, we just do our nice wok bowls. And then maybe we'll put a couple sushi cups on a plate on this side. You got that one, Scaramouche. MSGesus. Probably turn this down a little bit now that we got that heat rocking. Love our cast iron pans. Okay, so that's not gonna come out. Let's put the rest of all of this back in with the basil and our other bowl of pepper, garlic, onion that we stir fried. Thanks, Arrow Garden. It worked. Let that basil get a bit of heat on it first before we add the next bits. We don't want the peppers and stuff to go mushy. And then this should get a bit aromatic now. Yeah, really good. Now because we added all of that, it cooled down the pan. Let that go for a moment. It's really beefy in here, yes. Love how green it stays. Okay, that's good. It's nice and aromatic now. It doesn't take long for those herbs. Now, this. I think I'll switch to this now, but we can serve with that.
You're looking at Amazon's newest delivery driver.
Oh, shoot. You already found out?
Yeah.
Guys, everyone say congratulations, Samo, in chat. He works for Jeffrey. Jeffrey Bezos. For all those years that I sang the song, it's like I manifested it. Okay, stir up our sauce. There's a bit of cornstarch slurry in here, so it should thicken up really nice from the heat. Soy sauce, oyster sauce, bit of sugar, and some fish sauce, guys, because this is a Thai dish. Whoa, it's thickened up big time. I'm gonna just turn that basically down to nothing now. It just soaked it all up, guys. I might do a little bit of water just to lift that fond up. But holy smokes, the way that that's just glazed. I'm glad I put a lot of extra of the ingredients in. Okay, small amount of water to lift that fond. Like maybe a 1/4 cup. And we'll finish coating it the rest of the way. Yeah, that's working good. We'll just let that sit. It's well seasoned, guys. I honestly don't think we need the MSG now. I'm happy that we kept the rice nice and plain. You have several friends that are UPS drivers. They got trim. Samo's gonna lose a bunch of weight. She's gonna fall off, Bonk says. Scaramouche, does that mean we can order Amazon and Kate's Cooking and get it delivered? Guess I gotta start the storefront, hey? Okay, let me move the GoPro over here for us and then we'll plate up. Do our best, forget the rest. My face while I set that up. The light is pointing right at me. Yo, I guess that works. That's the cutest little view ever. Here, you can get the dirty sink, the stream deck, instead of all the cords and stuff on the office cart. This is the best we're gonna do for plating today. What's the next Lego to be built? On Sunday, we're building Lego. And we have 2 sets to actually choose from. Let me bring over this yummy looking pot too. So I thought either tomorrow on stream or on Sunday we can do a poll to decide. A Lego wreath for the holidays or a poinsettia. Now you can see it in all of its glory. Nom. Let's wipe off this spatula and switch back to tongs. And then we're just gonna do rice in the bottom of the bowls. Your wife's building the poinsettia next month, but she wants the wreath. You know what to do. Caretaker's wife.
Nice.
And then we got the leftover fluffy rices. Is it still steaming?
Don't plate my bowl yet. I'm gonna be a bit.
He's gonna be a bit, guys. He was out and about, so we'll only plate 1 bowl, Samo says.
Just a lot of traffic
a bit of an adrenaline high. I'll move this over then so you guys can maybe see a bit better. Just gonna cover the rice back up, otherwise I find that the kernels on top get like crunchy and dry if you leave it open. Hi Rock Oat Guy, how's it going? We got the foods. We got the yummy foods. Whoa. Okay, so now kind of like stir that around. So all of the fond is now soaked up from the bottom of the pan. I'm glad we added that like 1/4 cup. This looks so good. Malene, I hope I say that right. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. You've now been with us for 3 months. We love our return subbies. Thanks for being part of the kitchen crew. I mean, it's pretty simple plating, guys. Scoop the rice, scoop the meat. Cilantros. You could also do green onion if you don't want cilantro, but the cilantro is definitely Thai food. Go as much or as little as you want. And that's how it looks. Nom. Now I'm gonna eat that up. I'm just gonna switch to the other view. Maybe before I do, since all of this is rockin' hot still anyways, we'll bring over the sushi cups. Yeah, coriander leaf. Good one, Bonk. So that's how those turned out. And then they just said a little bit of chives on top. So I said I have those in my aerial garden. I think green onion would probably be a better, stronger flavor. But like either way. Literally doing like 2 snips. So it was like a spicy mayo and then just some sesame and nori and rice with Argentinian prawns. I mean, now that this is all here, I'll take a quick photo for myself. And yeah, the lights are really bright now because of this view. Go from that way too. Doesn't look nearly as good that way. Should I try one of these first? Guys, I think so, hey? Which one? Maybe this one on the side. So I wanted to see how easy it is to pick up. That's how it picked up. That's nice. Okay, I'm just gonna literally put it on top. Then we'll get rid of this stuff. It looks like some of the rice kernels got like crunchy, so we'll see how the texture is. A little shrimpy cupcake. And they only cooked for 7 minutes. I'm glad I didn't put the full 15, because like overcooked seafood is not good. Oh, wrong way. I think I'd go less rice too. There's like mayo on my face. The nori sheet on my lip. Either that or just do another shrimp, right? Because I think that we could have fit another one with how much they shrank. But it seriously tastes like a sushi roll. And the fact that everything is cooked. I think having a bit of extra sauce Like maybe after they come out of the oven and are cool, do another small drizzle of the Kewpie and sriracha on top for the rice. It doesn't taste dry though, which I think is the most important. Because I'm pretty picky with rice, so the fact that I can eat this, I think you guys would be happy too. I feel like eating this with like a cucumber salad or something would be really good and refreshing. Fill the middle with salmon roe. Whoa. That'd be crazy. Overall, though, not bad. I will say that. A couple tweaks, but it's pretty much there. I'll go back this way now. I used tri-tip steaks for the beef that I found at Walmart. A first discovery. There's still a pack, so I'll show you how they came. And then we just chilled them in the freezer for an hour before slicing them thin so it got nice and firm. So they called it boneless bottom sirloin tri-tip steak. Very good quality though. Okay, this is this. This is this goodness. It's been rested. Nice. Just a nice plain rice with all of this together. Holy smokes, the smell. Open up. That was such a big bite. The meat's like tender and kind of chewy at the same time. It's a good texture though for like a stir fry. It's kind of what you want.
That's the best thing.
Right. Because like it's soaked up all the sauces. You can taste that. It's not bland at all. I want to see how it is with a bit of pepper and stuff with the rice. The basil flavor is coming through really nice. It doesn't taste quite as licoricey when you cook it. Really just like a simple, yummy stir fry, guys. Nothing too crazy, right? It's not spicy. A lot of Thai food is like insanely spicy. This is not. A fancy version that I have seen done with this Thai basil beef is putting green peppercorns into it as well. We've made a green peppercorn sauce for steak before on stream. This is what it looks like. And that was so good together with the beef.
Just give them a little smash.
Yeah. So if you ever see like Thai pepper basil beef, that's what that is in there. So Thai basil has a licorice flavor to it, Suzanne. Compared to the Italian version of basil, Genovese. Oh yeah, Laurence, you survived the fridge? Nice. Does anybody know what the content deactivated is saying? Because I don't. I really like the flavor of the beef though. It's addicting. I want to just keep eating that. That's a good way to put it. The Italian basil has like a sweetness to it. I actually picked the Thai basil from the Arrow Garden that some of our community rallied bits and stuff for, and we got. So I got Thai basil, chives, dill, and parsley growing right now. And every week I've been having to trim it because it's just growing insane. A Thai phrase that translates to a little bit spicy in English. Thank you very much, Mish, for translating that. But yeah, there's no chilies in this. Not saying that you couldn't put hot peppers because there's sweet peppers too. So it would all go together if you did want to spice up your life. Guys, that's it for the stream. We made it out alive somehow. Alive and with 2 cameras at least. Which 2 are alive, we actually don't know at any given time. It's like camera roulette every stream. No, I'm just being bad. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow, guys, at 11 a.m. Pacific. And I'm cooking up a menu, a meal redemption for Amdog, Samo back there. I thought he cooked for me last week. So I will cross off his chicken pozole verde tomorrow. And then we'll make a couple different little easy desserties too on stream that I'm excited for. Yeah, delicious food, new job. It was still a good stream. Thank you very much. Okay, is there anyone on for us to go raid? What we got? We got a floating cozy. She's crocheting. It says, you know Bub and Bob, meet Flob. I'm in. Floating cozy. She's one of our community members here, so we love to pay each other back in raids. Adios, amigos. Okay, it says it's intended for mature audiences, but I think mine also has that same thing. You know what you're dealing with here. Hasta mañana. I'm loving all these little, like, different languages of saying bye. What is ses flate? Is that how you say it? Misha's gonna kill me. Okay, guys, thank you for being here today. Thai basil beef bowls turned out amazing. Finally got to use up some herbs from the Arrow Garden. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Chicken pozole verde. We're doing Hawaiian brittle or something like that. Aloha brittle with macadamia nuts, pecans, and coconut. Never done that before. It looks amazing. And then some banana chocolate chip cookie bars. Okay, that's all I got. Love y'all. Be safe. Join our Discord if you haven't yet. That's where all of our recipes are and a fun hangout space off stream. I'm gonna hit that button. I hope to see you all next time and have a wonderful day. Bye!